Markets in 3 minutes. Important update today on the pound US dollar currency pair. The market been traditionally rising, in the last couple of trading days, and fairly recently, well, actually today, there was a correction in the making. Happened because the GDP data out of the UK was quite negative, and while the market started to weaken, as we see in the chart here, that's the hourly chart, we can observe that traders stepped in right at the 50 moving average, causing the upside potential to unleash, causing upside momentum in favor of a cheaper pound and against the US dollar to continue. Upside motivation is now likely going to continue based on the recent trend perspective. And PPI data out of the US was negative, right? So soft economic data out of the US causing weakness again, potential weakness again for the greenback. And that's something what could push this market motivation back towards higher levels again. Looking at the next one up is the silver market. Silver was rising sharply as well, and the US dollar obviously kind of caused the market's momentum to continue towards higher levels. Now for the week, we might be in for a bit of a breather, right? So earlier, so far in June, the market was rising further. But this week, it looks like the sideways continuation might continue before potentially a breakout to higher levels might continue. Trade deal out of the US and China might be promising because oil prices are rising and the silver demand might actually kind of face further market motivation, causing the upside to continue and causing upside motivation in this case for silver as well. Last but not least, we want to talk about the equities market. The S&P 500 is kind of trying to break the recent all-time high again. We had these high points here, and that's the all-time high created before the market corrected. Now we look like, it looks like the market's momentum is going to continue back to upside areas, unleashing another positive trend for now. And this positive trend might be kind of ready to break the all-time high as well at some point. Again, as said, trade deal kind of in the making between the US and China should support market motivation. We get soft data from the US, which are rather pushing the US dollar lower and causing the demand for equities to remain solid as dollar weakness helping basically the equity market to continue towards higher levels. That's our update for today. Let's pray for the victims for this airplane crash. Such a sad story. Guys, release you. Until then, take care, everyone.